Yeah, what's up everyone? It's Fior. Yeah, another video so quick. So I've had a lot of discussions on my last page, my last video. And it's actually got a lot of attention, which is kind of wild. And only in like 3 days, it's gotten kind of crazy. So, I mean, I would love to talk more about transgender things, but it's like, I think I've kind of moved a little bit beyond it in a sense. Of course I'll be here and I'll discuss transsexual issues and whatnot, but I really think, and I think it's all the way through me, that I need to start some form of economics or helping people or something like that. Like, I just really want to help people. I have this strength to try and I've helped people in here with the transgender thing, but I can honestly say that my helping people has mostly been with how to think, like what perspective to take your transition in, hopes and whatnot, and my economics and ideas on the money system, poverty, our food supply and whatnot is helping people. Like, it's getting people aware of what's really going on. And it's actually kind of mind-blowing for me, because when I was in California, people out there only really ate grass-fed beef. This is just kind of examples. Grocery stores like Trader Joe's were everywhere. It wasn't expensive. People did a lot more outdoors. They didn't drink as much, versus here in the South, which is the more, the South in this area is like the most populated area of the United States. So it's like the most on a mass scale, it's the most thought of. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's the here it's the most concentrated version of what the States is, and whatnot. I had someone tell me the other day. She was saying, so this is kind of a religious view, but it's not Christianity. I'm not a Christian, so I wanted to clear that up too. I don't believe in a God at all, whatsoever. I believe in a reincarnation aspect. And I know it sounds crazy, but in my opinion, and it's just an opinion, I do believe that the religious aspect, like everyone says there's separation between church and state. There is no separation. I mean, come on, our money says God on it. Come on. There really is no separation. And people say, we live in a free country. Don't pay your bills. Don't pay your mortgage. Don't pay your car note. Let's see how free you'll be after you don't do that. When you're born into this system, you are designed to consume. You are designed to support the oil industry. You're designed to support fossil fuels. We'll always have war if we're using oil, gasoline, and we will always have war if you use these things, these resources. Because if you get into like human nature aspect, like what we need to survive and the things that we need, renewable resources. Electricity should be free. There is no reason why it's not. Because with geothermic energy, wind energy, wave energy, all the stuff, that stuff should be free. Internet should be free. I know you have libraries with internet, but I'm sorry, you should have internet whenever you want it or need it, and it's that simple. For educational purposes, like I was saying, the States is number 36 in world education, the last time I checked, so I might be a little bit wrong, but it's definitely very far away from everybody else. So our healthcare is shit. Our money system is about to go to crap. I look at going back to the food thing, like when I come here, West Hollywood actually had a lot of, they had no fast food whatsoever. There was no fast food because they knew it was bad for you. They wanted the people to be healthy, so they had a lot of independent areas set up. So people actually ate healthy, they exercised. And then here, there are people I know that eat McDonald's every single day. Like, they eat a Big Mac every single day. And a McDonald's cheeseburger has 68 ingredients in it. And people say they eat meat to keep the population down of the animals. I'm sorry, I don't see any cows outside, and why are they giving them hormones to make them grow faster? It's because we're overpopulating. It's amazing that, I know with my whole transgender thing, but it's more like, I guess I analyze people so much and I see the way things are really working, and you cannot defend the system. I mean, you can't defend the system we have, and when people just think that this is just the way it is, like, you have to have money, you have to pay for electricity, you have to have people that make more than you so it can inspire you to get to their level. 40% of the world's money belongs in 1% of the population. Every 10 seconds a child dies from malnutrition, every 5 one is born. We're doubling our death rate. You know, and it's like we're overpopulating. The system we're using cannot sustain life, and you know, it's a very lower evolved way of living. The monetary system is old. It's way too old, and you can't really use it anymore. And people argue and say that, you know, it's been this way for centuries and centuries, but there has to be another way. You know, people say, well, what about if people got lazy? You know, people get lazy and they don't want to work if everything's for free. You know, like housing, electricity, organic food, which is all possible to do. And then they say, well, what is the incentive to work or do your part? Well, machines have replaced manual labor pretty much, and that's why a lot of jobs are missing. Most facilities now, industrial purposes, are made with machines. You don't really need people in the picture anymore, and I think it's a good thing because manual labor is over, so we can actually focus on other things like education and the well-being of the people. So where was I going with that? You know, okay, so what is the incentive to work? Incentive to work. So when you're a kid, and me for one, I wanted to be an archaeologist. I love dinosaurs, I know. But I loved dinosaurs. I knew all of them. I wanted to dig up dinosaurs. I wanted to discover new species. This is when I was a kid, you know. And I never, not once, that whole time, thought of a paycheck. And then you have people that go to college, and they go there, and they're not even taking something that they want to do. They're just taking it because, oh, I guess that'll be a good job one day. You know, and you're not really doing your dream job. So, to get the stress out of life, you drink. You do drugs, you cover up your pain and suffering with more suffering. So it's actually like it's just a pretty sick cycle, you know. And then the food here that these people eat, I mean, obesity here is ridiculous. And these kids and these parents and everybody believes, from my religious standpoint, I view karma as a very important thing. And people believe that in the afterlife, you go to either heaven or hell. You either have good or evil people. And in my opinion, I'm sorry, you don't learn everything you need in one lifetime. There's old people out there that are ridiculously immature, and they have no kindness, they have no compassion, but just the fact that they go to church, they think that they're okay, and they can, you know, go to heaven, and they'll be saved or something. I'm sorry, but that's a way of brushing off what's really going on. I think that karma, you're going to be reincarnated. This is just my opinion. You'll be back again and again and again, and more than likely you'll be here since your karma is linked to this place. So this is as good as it gets, people. Like, in my opinion, I know it seems a little crazy, but that's Buddhism, and it's a very logical way of looking at it, actually. I mean, there's cause and effect, and whenever something bad happens, it doesn't just pop up from nowhere. Like, it doesn't just go poof, oh, I'm just unlucky today, you know, and I just got raped. You have karma that's built up over time, and it's caused that effect. Me as a transsexual, I believe, in some which way or another, I was heavily attached to my female life in my past life, and maybe that karma has passed over. Or, you know, it's like I was saying, a mental evolution. Maybe I'm just joined in with a specific type of group. You know, there's so many different ways to look at it, but if people don't get out of the religious aspect, which I believe religion is designed to control the population. Christianity is definitely designed to control the population. Like, God bless America, you know, but never mind the whole world. You know, this imaginary border that we have around America, it's like, God bless it, but everybody else can go away. You know, those evil Muslims and all those Islamic people and stuff, and they're evil. We got to take them out, you know, because we're God's chosen people. No, I'm sorry. I can't. That's a lower evolved way of thinking, and it's time that people start focusing and seeing things and actually understanding what's really going on. And the whole thing's designed, it's a whole system to keep you in line, to keep you stupid, to keep you not thinking, and it has to change, even if it partially changes, like they open towns or something, or facilities using the Venus Project or something like that, and actually test it out. See how happy these people are. See how well they can sustain themselves with renewable resources. Geothermal energy can power the states out of, like, what is it, like a week of use? It can power the states for a year. Everyone, everything, and whatnot. I mean, how many people die because they don't have air conditioning and they're poor? How many people die from starvation? The people standing in line at Walmart and Kroger with their food stamps, and they got to deal with it. That is not what life is about. Life is about, we're humans. We have this planet. We have these resources, and the lifestyle we could be living could be like a utopia. I mean, it is. It's like a perfect world. We have everything here to make this place heaven. Everything is here, and people follow the government, and they follow these people that are rich as shit. I mean, billions and billions of dollars. People make billions of dollars, and then you have the middle class and the lower class. And I'm not talking a little bit of money, like Angelina Jolie may make $25 million per film. That's nothing. That's dirt change to some of the people that are making money out there, out of war and oil and military. And you think that that is a system that's going to inspire you to get to their point? That doesn't inspire me. That actually disgusts me. It disgusts me that people can have such power and such science and up-to-date techniques at their fingertips, and they don't allow it to happen. Watch the documentary, Whatever Happened to the Electric Car. I watched that one. It was really good. Just a lot of different things. Cars, for example. All cars originally were electric. They were the preferred car. Gasoline came out right after it. Gasoline, they didn't like it because it had fumes and whatnot. But then the car industry realized that when they buy the car, they get the car, and that's it. They don't have to do anything. And the gasoline industry bought up the patent for the electric car. And so basically, and this is like turn of the century, like 1900s, they bought up that patent so no one could make it. In the 80s, they started to make a new type of electric car that could travel 120 miles on one charge. And you can go as pretty much 80 miles an hour, you know, and no gas, no destroying the environment, no cost. And that was bought up in patent, and the gas industry bought it so nobody could make it. I mean, it's pretty clear what actually goes on. It's not for your well-being. It's not for your happiness. It's not for your human nature or country's, you know, happiness. It's for money, and it's not your money. It's other people's money, and it may not just be in money. It's also in substance. People who have oil have power. People who control the drug industry have power. In Afghanistan, if you look up the heroin industry, 90% of the world's heroin is in Afghanistan, and it's still their #1 export. And it's under United States jurisdiction. They have all that. Do you really think that the United States would pass up a multi-billion, trillion-dollar industry, 90% of the world's heroin, because they care about you, and they care that you are not going to become a drug addict? Do you really think so? When you go to jail, they bid you on Wall Street. They put you on Wall Street, and they make more money off of you being in jail. So why not keep you stupid with drugs, and then, you know, and then put you in jail, and then make some more money off of you, and taxpayers pay it, but they actually bid that on Wall Street, and then they get money back. I mean, people need to start thinking. And I know this has nothing to do with transsexual issues, but this stuff is on my mind constantly. And I can't get it out. It's like the more I study, and the more I see, and it's like common sense. It's like, people, wake up. And look outside your front door. It's a mess. And people really need to start seeing this. And the whole basis of what I'm saying is not out of hate. It's not out of prejudice. It's not because I'm trying to gain something. It's because I actually care. And your enemies should be loved just like you. You should love their enemies just the same. Because in their karma, in my belief again, they're going to suffer horrible things for what they've done, murder, whatever it may be. And they actually need love from you, because they're going to go through shit with that karma. And if you put them to death or anything like that, they'll be back, and you're going to suffer the karma of putting someone to death. It's an incredible way of looking at it. It's more higher evolved mentality to look at life that way and actually see it for what it can be and what it should be. Anyway, little rants, little vents. Anyway, I hope everyone's well. I will make more videos soon. I hope this topic doesn't deter you away from my channel, but I've been studying. Anyway, have a great night.